Hey everybody, it's Chicken Marsala day. First thing, I'm going to show you how to clarify butter. Easiest thing in the world, but it's not something everybody does every day, so I thought I'd show you how to do it. The smoke point of regular butter is 350 degrees. So that after that, you got that brown butter, starts to burn, gets nasty. Clarified butter, the smoke point is 450, which puts it towards the top of any kind of oil you can use, and it's still got the butter flavor. So why not? So all I'm going to do is I've got this little pot here, and I'm going to stick 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to turn this on the very lowest setting and let it just melt until it's totally melted. All the milk solids will settle on the bottom, and we're just going to pour out the butter. It's going to be awesome. So while that butter is melting, let me show you everything else you're going to need to make this fabulous chicken marsala. I've got 2 6-ounce chicken breasts. They came from a 3.5-pound chicken, just super nice. Not the big blown up ones you so frequently see in the grocery store. But if you did get those great big breasts, you can cut them in half horizontally to get to about the same place. I'm going to pound these till just a little less than a ½ inch thick. I've got a pound of mushrooms. Today I'm using Baby Bella because it's what I've had. I've used every kind of mushroom you can imagine in this dish, and they're all good. I've got a half of a medium red onion, minced finely. I've got a ½ cup of Marsala wine, sweet Marsala. I'm going to have a ½ cup of chicken stock. I've got a 1.5 cups of AP flour just to dredge the chicken. I've got a seasoning mix of 2 tablespoons of salt and a ½ teaspoon each of garlic powder and black pepper. I've got minced fresh parsley to garnish at the end. And we're going to finish the sauce at the very end with 3 tablespoons of cold butter. So now that butter is all melted, the milk solids have settled to the bottom. If any do come up to the top, you can just skim them off. But now we just want to very carefully pour the butter, leaving the milk solids in the bottom. And there you can see the milk solids are still all in the pan, and we're going to leave them there. And we just made clarified butter. So I've got my chicken breasts, and as you notice, I have them in a Ziploc bag. So I pounded these now just to about a little less than ½ inch, like 3/8 of an inch. And now they're even all the way across, and they'll cook quickly and evenly. So now I'm going to start heating my pan over a medium heat. And I'm going to season my breasts with my seasoning mix of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm going to pour the rest of that seasoning mix into my flour. Then we're just going to dredge these lightly in this flour, and we'll get to cooking them. So now I've heated up my pan, and I'm going to add my clarified butter. I'm going to heat the butter up, clarified butter, until it's shimmering, and then go ahead and lay my breasts in. And I'm going to saute these for about 3 minutes on each side until they're 165 degrees in the center. So this has been about 3 minutes on this first side. Let's see how they're doing. I'm going to give it about another minute. Okay, let's flip these. It's been about 4 minutes on this side. And they're beautifully brown, just the way I want them. And we're going to give these 3 or 4 more minutes on the second side here. Okay, so these are both reading. I go nowhere without this, without my thermometer. But these are both reading about 170. So I'm going to remove them to a plate and place them in a warm oven until I'm ready to finish the dish. Okay, here we go, part 2. I'm turning my burner back on, about medium. I'm going to add a little more of the clarified butter. The mushrooms are going to absorb a lot of butter. And I'm going to add our onions and my mushrooms. And a good pinch of salt. And we're going to saute these, just saute these now until the mushrooms are done. About 5 minutes. So this has been just about 5 minutes right on the money. The mushrooms have released their water, and now they're just starting to fry in the butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add my marsala, sweet marsala. And we're going to cook this down till that wine is almost gone. Another few minutes. So this has been about 5 minutes. Most of that wine is cooked off, and I'm going to add a ½ cup of chicken stock. We'll let this cook down till it starts looking like a sauce. So this has been about 4 minutes, and it's reduced down to where I would like it. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cold butter, unsalted butter here. And you just want to shake the pan. It helps emulsify the whole thing together. And that's about it. I'm going to turn off the burner and plate this up and show you what it looks like. So there we go. A beautiful plate of chicken marsala. I've just laid the breast on a plate, topped it with the sauce, and garnished with a little fresh parsley. So make some chicken marsala. I'm sure you'll love it. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. You know, I just couldn't think of anything funny today. You know, I thought about making up some funny lines or stuff on the news this week I did think was hysterical. I just not feel funny today. You know, if I got stuck with a $354 million fine, it would bother me a lot. You know, I'm the same way. Whenever I pay off porn stars, I always deny it. And then in Georgia, I mean, at the same time, Willis had her fanny in us, well, you know what I mean.